Squad, it's the big homie SB23 back at you with some more words of wisdom. Today we're going to talk about picking your tattoos wisely. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. SB23 on YouTube, Chosen123 on YouTube. Also, you'll get these gems on both channels. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for stopping through, hanging out with me, taking time out of your day to watch the content, liking, sharing, and subscribing. It means a lot to me. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, and I'm sending love out your way. So, picking your tattoos wisely. And this is for obviously for my tattoo lovers out there like myself, or anybody who's even thinking about going to get a tattoo. And this idea, or for this video, sparked from I had a couple riders I was doing Lyft, and they were younger and they were going to I was taking them to a tattoo parlor, so we were talking about tattoos and stuff like that. And I was asking them, you know, what the meaning behind their tattoos was and all that stuff, and telling them I have a bunch of tattoos and all that stuff. So it made me think this is a good video to do for everybody that's out there, because we got to remember that these things are permanent. Yes, you can go and get them removed and all that other stuff, but who wants to go through that? You went through all that pain to then turn around and get it removed. It's like, what was the point of doing that in the first place? You know what I'm saying? So instead of doing that from the get-go, make sure that you're getting a tattoo that has some sort of meaning to you, that you don't have an issue with being on you for the rest of your existence here. So for me, every tattoo that I have has a specific meaning for me within it. So it's not just like, you know, I got bored, I decided to go, you know, I wanted to go get a tattoo and that was it. I just picked the design and it was like, all right, just give me that. No, when I get my tattoos, each and every one of them has meaning behind them. And what I like about it is when you look at that tattoo, you know, if it's a tattoo that you can see, because excuse me, y'all, I just came out the gym, I was drinking a lot of water. Some people get tattoos that they can't see, and but for me, and obviously you know it's there, but for me, I'm a lover of art. Any art form, I'm an artistic type of person. You know, I do music, I do, you know, I got my YouTube channel. I'm a really artsy type person. I like going to museums and music festivals and stuff like that. Sculptures and paintings and all that. I'm into all that stuff. So I don't do all of that, but I'm into other people who do those things. People who sing or who dance or stuff like that. Anything that has some sort of artistic feel to it, I like it. So for me, one of the biggest reasons why I love tattoos is because it's an expression of art form. And not only do you want to pick your designs wisely, but you want to make sure that you're going to a good tattoo artist too. Somebody who has credentials and who's been doing it for a long time. So they've seen and dealt with all different types of canvases, because everybody's skin is different, whether you have a dark pigmentation, or whether your skin is thicker or thinner, or, you know, whatever the case may be. You want to go to somebody who has the skills and the know-how to give you a good representation of their art on your skin. So again, when you're going to you got to take all these things into account when you go get tattoos. Don't be that person who's trying to cut the corners as far as expenses go and go get a cheap tattoo at like a tattoo party, or unless that tattoo artist at the party is a good tattoo artist, then that's different. But you know, a lot of times people, you know, you'll see these tattoo parties, you throw these tattoo parties and stuff like that, and you might end up getting a tattoo that's it's like, you look at it and you're like, I don't even know why I did that. Now you got to go get it covered up, or you might want to go get it removed, or whatever the case may be. So to avoid that, you go to a reputable tattoo artist, and build a rapport with them too, so that, you know, they will give you their honest opinion as to what they think is the best for you also, because they have more experience than you do. You might want to go in there and get might have a certain idea of what you have in your mind of what you want to get, but you know, and they might be able to accommodate you, but it might not be in the way that you're thinking it's going to be. It might fit better on your body if it's smaller, bigger, you know, if they tweak the design or whatever the case may be. You want to you want to trust in the experience of this individual, you know what I'm saying? And for me, I've gotten tattoos from many different people, but once I found my guy Danny, awesome tattoo artist. I forgot the shop he's at. I think it's Bear. It's on what is it on? Seneca? I forgot. It's somewhere. But he's an awesome tattoo artist. And once I got with him, you know, I've been sticking with him for years. Over 10 years, probably like 15 almost, I feel like now, because I've been getting tattoos since I was like 19 years old. So I got a few from different people before him. But then once I got with him, you know, I stuck with him since then. And he's done 85 to probably about 85% of my tattoos, and his work is incredible. You know what I'm saying? His work speaks for itself, and it stands the test of time. You know what I'm saying? So again, within that, you want to make sure that whatever you're doing as far as the tattoo goes, make sure it's meaningful. Don't just do whatever and then regret it later on down the line. And like I said, for me, every single one of my tattoos has meaning to it. So when I look back on those tattoos, to get back to what I was saying, it'll bring you back to a time in your life where you were at when you got that tattoo. And oftentimes for me, I get tattoos, you know, after, if I hit a certain milestone, or if I or maybe if you're going through something, it's like it's like a way to release some maybe stress or pain or whatever it is. Go get you a tattoo, and it's almost like it's ink therapy at the end of the day. That's what it comes like. Oftentimes I've gone, like I said, and it may have been me going through something in life, and you go get that tattoo, and it's almost like through that pain you're releasing whatever pain that you're going through. So then it's like it's almost like a stripe, like a badge of honor or something like that. It's like, yeah, I survived that, or I went through that, but you know, this is the reminder that I made it through that, or whatever the case may be. Or if it's like a celebration, you know what I'm saying? If there's a milestone and you hit something and something to celebrate, it's like, oh, let me get a tattoo that kind of resembles something like that. Or for me, like special people within my life, I'll go get a tattoo that has something to do with them within that, you know what I'm saying? And to honor them in some sort of way, you know what I'm saying? So when my uncle passed, I got a tattoo of, and Danny did this tattoo. It's on my chest. It's on the left side of my chest. It's Jesus on the cross, the crucifix. And I didn't get that because I'm religious. Like I said, I'm not religious, but my uncle was known as Black Jesus on the streets because he would go around helping people with the goodness of his heart. And obviously he was of a darker complexion, so they called him Black Jesus. So that I got that tattoo on my chest, and that's one of my favorite tattoos that my boy Danny did for me ever. And he did an incredible job. And it was funny because that was actually one of the most painful tattoos too, and I think that's because that was a great loss that I went through when my uncle passed, because he was like my father in a lot of ways. He took that role. But yeah, stuff like that, you know what I mean? And also for me, I've always had this duality within my life between the darkness and the light. So that's kind of the theme of my tattoos too. Like on the left side of my body is a lot of darkness. Like I got demons and the Grim Reaper, and a pharaoh, a skeleton pharaoh, and you know, all types of stuff. And then on the right side, it's more of the light. It's more I have like an angel, guardian angel. I got a cross that's for like faith and other stuff. So you know what I'm saying? It's just like that. I know we all have our things that we tie into our ink. You know what I'm saying? And it don't even got to be that deep either. It just has to be something that that you really like. You know, don't go get it because somebody's pressuring you into getting something. Really think about something that you like and what it is that you would like to portray on your body when you look at yourself in the mirror. That you can be proud of the ink that you have. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just an expression. You know what I'm saying? It's not. Don't feel like. Nowadays it's not as bad as how it used to be when I was younger. You know, when you used to have a whole bunch of tattoos back in the days, people would look at you crazy, especially once you start getting them like on your neck and on your face and stuff like that. But nowadays it's more acceptable to have tattoos, and people don't look down on you for that, and they shouldn't, because at the end of the day, this is your vessel. You can do whatever you want to do with it. You shouldn't feel ashamed by doing whatever you want to do, even if it's not ink. If you want to get piercings or whatever it is that you want to do, you know, don't feel ashamed by doing that. Do what you want to do. It's your body, your temple. Don't let anybody else dictate what it is that you would like to do with your body. As long as you ain't hurting nobody else and you ain't hurting yourself, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. And again, yeah, I mean, technically you are hurting yourself in the sense that you're gonna feel some pain, whether it's a piercing or a tattoo. But what I mean is, you're not really doing nothing detrimental to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're not causing any health issues or anything like that. And again, for me, I think that I'm addicted to tattoos. Really, I love tattoos. I love going to get them. I love the feeling. I love the process. I love sitting there interacting with my guy Danny. Like I said, he's a cool dude, and I feel like the only way I would get a tattoo from somebody else if it was like on a whim of something. Like, you know what I mean? If I was somewhere, maybe out of town, and somebody I seen and I got the itch to go, and I seen somebody has some good work, maybe I would get one of them. But, you know, when you build a certain rapport with people, you stay loyal to them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another thing. You know, you want to support your tattoo artists, because that's not a skill that everybody has. And everybody can try to do it, but to be actually good at it, you got to have some skill, and you got to be personal too. So it's a whole thing. It's like going to the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same thing. Like when you go to the barbershop and you interacting with your barber, it's like there's a rapport there. So it's like, yo, you come back, you talk about life and stuff like that, you catch up for that time that you're there, and then they treat you well. You know what I'm saying? You catch up, and then y'all split up and y'all go back about your lives until you come back into the shop. So it's the same thing with a tattoo parlor. You know what I'm saying? You go up in there, you catch up on life, see how, you know, everybody's doing, how the kids are doing, stuff like that, and, you know, just chop it up with them. And it's like family at the end of the day, and that's the way I look at it too. Like when I go see Danny, that's like family to me, you know. So for anybody who does have tattoos, and maybe you have a tattoo that you regret, that's okay. You know, as long as if you got a good tattoo artist, he might be able to cover it up for you. You know what I'm saying? And there's things that, you know, maybe you got a tattoo in your past and not really thinking it through. Maybe you got somebody's name, or you got some sort of whatever, and you don't want to be reminded of that. It's okay. You know, if you got a good tattoo artist, go find you a good tattoo artist that'll see that design, and then they'll give you the best thing for you in order to cover that up in whatever way that they can. You know, they give you the best option they can give to you. You know what I'm saying? And again, try to be wary of the tattoo parties. I've been to one tattoo party years ago, like when I was younger, years ago. And thankfully for me, my tattoo actually ended up coming out really well. So I don't look at that and have any ill feelings towards it. But I think the lucky stars that it did turn out well. So that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing, you know, go be artistic, be your artistic self, express yourself, go get your tattoos. But just be wary of what you're getting. Make smart decisions. I would say placement kind of doesn't matter nowadays because it's kind of accepted now. But if you want to be, if you're in a professional setting, you might not want to get tattoos all on your face and stuff like that. But if you're somebody who has created their own thing, you can do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? You ain't got to worry about where the placement is or whatnot, because you got your own thing going. But if you have to work in some sort of establishment that might look down on that, then just be wary of that, and then maybe hold off on that until you find yourself in a different scenario to where you don't have to worry about that. Or say, you know what, whatever, go do what you got to do. If you really want to do it that badly, and then find your place somewhere else to where you'll fit in and be able to still make your monetary funds, all while living within your truth of expressing yourself. So I think the message today is to, there's nothing wrong with going to get you your tattoos. As you can see, I'm tatted up all on my neck, on my chest, on my arms. I've even thought about getting a face tattoo at points, but I'm not quite sure what I would get. Well, I do know what I would want to get, but I don't know if that is my lane per se. But I'm definitely going back to get more. Nothing wrong with expressing yourself. It's just art at the end of the day. Don't take it too seriously. Don't overthink it, but also don't underthink it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get something that's gonna, when you look at it, you don't cringe. You know what I'm saying? Don't be that person that goes and you're drunk and then now you decide you want to go to the tattoo parlor, because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna pick something that don't got nothing to do with nothing, and then once you come out of that drunk stupor, you're gonna be looking stupid and feeling dumb about yourself because you went and got something that you don't even want on your body. Now you went through that pain to just turn around and want to have it either covered up or taken off. You know what I'm saying? For me, I do special things for me that fit within my life. So it's like, again, if it's a special person or people within my life, that's pretty much where all my tattoos come from. Besides my own personal some of the other ones that aren't tied to somebody else, there is something that means something to me. So but the majority of my tattoos are expressions of the people who mean something to me. You know what I'm saying? And I would never cover those up or change them, even if our relationship dynamic isn't the same anymore, because I have a few tattoos like that to where I've gotten them for a meaningful thing for certain people, but that relationship has changed. I don't get those covered up or anything like that, because again, when I look on those tattoos, it takes me back to those situations, and I can the reason why I got the tattoos, because that person meant something to me in my life at that moment, and that's what I look back on and remember. I don't look back, I don't feel no type of way because our relationship might not be the same anymore, or whatever the case may be. I just look at it and say, yeah, it's like I'm carrying that essence of how I felt about it in the moment with me, as opposed to whatever might have transpired afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So and that's the thing too, but what I will say is, what I don't do is I don't get names. You know what I'm saying? I don't get names. I don't because I feel like that's different. Because now if you get, let's say you get somebody's name and then y'all break up, now what? You know what I'm saying? Now if you get with somebody new, you're gonna have to cover that up, because now the other person is like, okay, well, I don't want to have to keep looking at this person's name or whatever the case may be. So that's what I don't do. I don't get names, but I will get something, some sort of whatever that will symbolize that. But to somebody who's looking in, they wouldn't know unless they asked what the meaning of that was. So just some words of wisdom from the big homie. You know what I'm saying? Go get your tattoos. We all love ink out here. If you don't got a tattoo and you're curious about going to get a tattoo, go get it. It's not that bad. For me, I have a good pain tolerance, so I started off getting one tattoo, but I got OCD, kind of like I'm not like super duper OCD, but I do have it to where I like things to be balanced. That's my whole thing within my life. Like, I like balance, I like equilibrium. So I was getting one tattoo, and then I was having to go get another tattoo to equal it out on both sides of my body because I didn't like the way it looked. And then I was just like, you know what? When I go, I'm just gonna get 2 at a time, because now this time I can just I'm avoiding that that OCD, that slight OCD that I got within myself. And then but then once you do that, now you start to get addicted. So now, you know, I feel like the last time I went, no, not the last time I went, I got my neck tattoo. The time before that, I got 4 tattoos at the time. So, you know, you got to be careful too. Remember what I said, you can get addicted to this stuff. So don't chew your funds up and stuff like that. Going crazy with tattoos. If you don't got the funds to go get the tattoos, space it out. You know what I'm saying? But thankfully for me, I you know, that wasn't an issue for me. So yeah, when I go get my tattoos at least 2 at a time, unless it's a big piece. And again, on my neck, it was a centerpiece because I had got both of these my side neck tattoos at the same time. Or no, actually, I got both of those when I got those 4 tattoos in that day. So then after that, I had this centerpiece that was empty. So I was like, you know what? Let me go fill that up with 2-3, and that's my birthday. So, and that number means a lot to me in my life. It always follows me. It's my birthday, and good things always come when I see that number. So, but yeah, don't be afraid of the pain. Make sure you got the money, and make sure you tip your tattoo artist too. Don't be one of those people that go in there, get your tattoo, and don't tip them, because you don't understand how much time and effort goes into them designing the tattoo, them fitting it to your body to make it, and then they're also, again, while they're there, if they're a good tattoo artist, they're actually taking the time to talk to you and make sure that you're comfortable, let you know what's going on within the process. And again, if you got a good tattoo artist, this is ink that's gonna sit on you forever. This is their art that they put on you forever. Yeah, it might be your design, but you know, they took the time out of their day to drop you with some dope ink. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you tip them afterwards. You know what I'm saying? These are people who are taking time out of their day, and that they have a specific skill set that not a lot of people have. So make sure you tip them and tip them after you pay too. Don't be one of those people that just pays and then leave out. You know what I'm saying? Tip them give them some extra for their time and their patience too, because you know, especially you never know. They go through a lot of stuff within their lives. You never know how many clients they might have had that week. Maybe it was a hard week. They didn't have that many clients, or whatever the case may be. You know, you never know. You might make their day by tipping them that extra little, however much you tip them, 20, 30, 40, however much you want to give them. They're going to appreciate it, because again, you got to look at it as no different than if you're going to a barbershop or a salon and somebody's doing your hair. Afterwards, what do you normally do? You normally give them a tip. So it's the same thing. Because of their skill set and the services that they're giving to you, you give them a tip and bless them for their time and their patience, because it's not easy being a tattoo artist either. You know, when you're dealing with somebody who's in pain, you're in pain while it's happening. So you might flinch, you might, you know, your body might start shaking, whatever you don't know. You never know until you sit down and get that tattoo in whatever place it's at. So you never know how your body's going to react. So they have to accommodate for all these things, all while still trying to give you a good piece of art, and make sure you're comfortable in the same sense, and be dealing with whatever they got going on within their own lives personally. So that's all I'm saying. But all right, y'all, it's the big homie. I'ma holla.